stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch them being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Fires to the middle. Over the middle, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Rolled his way into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Carver. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown,
picks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sticky. Shows him the stiff arm. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air, it's Hammond. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide.
Could be an alley. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. To the house. Touchdown Gamecocks.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to...
Hits the afterburners. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 48, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's McAllister. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hard running there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And run inside. It's Fuller. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football.
Snags it, and he's open. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He'll do it himself. Might have a chance. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Lining up for the PAT. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a look at the stats of what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Hits him with a stiff arm. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Oh, it's a reverse. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. off the play fake. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. Delivers the stiff arm. Oh, he slaps him with a stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Running inside. It's Fuller. Turning it on. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. 9-yard pickup. pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Fourth down, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Sellers to the air again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Dumps it to the back. That's caught by Williams. And they'll knock him down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range with Ed Love to pick up the first. Here's a heat. Breaks loose. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sellers. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air, it's Hammond. Finds his man. It's Carter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Throwing, Sellers. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. They're setting up the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. Now adjusting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Sellers on the play action. Looking for the end zone. On the sideline. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Fuller. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run, gun from inside his own 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That's caught. It's Eakin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And the timing just a hair off.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun. It's on target and complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown total. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Discards him with the stiff arm. Just a step away from taking that one to the house, and what a way that would have been to end the third quarter. Pretty good anyway as we head to the final period. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvard. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the fourth. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got it set up on the outside. Runs through a man. He might have space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Dickey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And then you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him.
Makes the grab in their space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Williams open on the right side. Inside the 25. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision.
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk. And they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Play fake, Sellers. Sends it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They take over, set up in plus territory, holding the lead after the defense. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Sellers. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A full dive to haul that one in. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big...
He's taking the shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on...